when he realized the hit woman snitched.
The victim. Who is shot? Where's the victim? Oh my God. What's going on? Go stand over there, please. Okay. Oh my God.
This is Nicole Lenway, a 33-year-old forensic scientist with the Minneapolis Police Department. On April 20th, 2022, she was on her way to pick up her 5-year-old son from a supervised parenting center on University Avenue in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nikki parked her SUV and began walking toward the building's entrance. Out of nowhere, a masked figure dressed in all black, with a hood, gloves, and a medical mask, sprinted toward her and opened fire. The attacker shot her twice in the arm and neck before fleeing the scene in a black Dodge Ram truck with no license plates.
That's crazy.
Despite her injuries, Nicole tried to get help from workers inside the Family Wise building, but failed. She then called 911, but was shot in the neck and could barely speak.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Shot in the neck?
What is the address of the emergency? 3036 University. Follow me.
I would have went to the car. Oh my God.
Hey, can you repeat that address for verification? Okay, it's University Southeast. We're having an ambulance and the fire department on the way. I'm going to get you over to a medical dispatcher.
We've got EMS standing. Just stay over there. I'm not going to tell you again, please. Okay. You got pressure on the neck? Okay. Okay.
Our coverage is made possible because of sponsors like Capital Services. More only takes they win. Find the link.
Which arm was she shot in? Right arm? Okay.
This is Nicole.
Oh my goodness.
She's been advised one gunshot wound to the neck and one to the arm as well. Right here. Right here. This is the victim. Right here. First name. What's her last name? What's her last name? What's her last name?
I have no idea. I've never
Okay.
met her.
Okay. First name.
She's a bystander.
I just have
All we got know is first name Nikki, gunshot wound to the neck. All right.
Nicole. Nicole is the first name.
Nicole? Okay. All right, Nicole. Perfect. Get out of the way for you guys. Okay.
All right, dear.
She's still
You
alive.
walk?
Thank
We're gonna get
God.
outside. We're gonna go into the ambulance. Bring you to the hospital, all right? All right. You can put her down right there. All right, dear. We're bringing you to the hospital, okay? All right. You take your jacket off right now before you lay down so it's easier. We're gonna get taken care of, okay? Is there more over there? I took a second.
All we've got is just the one gunshot wound victim. I haven't looked at any more. Just her.
All right, down here.
Bro, she is so lucky. Thank God she's okay, because she got shot in her neck and she's still able to function. Oh my goodness.
Yep. They're taking her right away.
Is there more over there where everybody else went?
No, but she hasn't talked at all. This is her ID. I haven't added her to the call.
This is your vehicle? Okay, what did you see?
I saw a person.
Yeah.
I didn't see the gender. I saw a person in a black coat
Yeah.
and a mask,
Okay.
a slightly higher, and
What
a hoodie.
skin color?
I couldn't see.
Okay.
Slightly taller than the victim. And all of a sudden I heard bam, bam. I was on the other side of the street there. And I beep, until light went green. And then I pulled over here and I said, are you okay? Are you okay? And she said, I'm not okay.
Did
I'm
you
not
see this,
okay.
miss? Will you talk to my partner and tell him what you saw? Okay. Alright. Where were you in your car?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I haven't had the chance.
It's okay. She's gonna be okay. She's on her way to the hospital, okay? Where was your vehicle
I
parked?
was on the other side of the street there.
Okay, on the other
Coming up.
side of Malcolm? This is
Yes,
Malcolm Reed.
Malcolm, yes.
Okay.
On the other side of Malcolm, on the corner of Malcolm and University.
Yeah?
Why the fuck does it have to happen on the street called
And I was coming up and I saw the two people, and they were talking, and then all of a sudden I heard bang, bang, and then I saw one person standing on top of the other person, and there was a black somebody. I felt like it was a male, but the person who I picked up, Nicole, said she thought it was a female.
Okay.
Had a black puffy coat with a mask on, like a surgical mask.
This is a W eyewitness.
Okay.
And he was wearing a hood over.
Right here.
Bang, bang, and then ran off up here.
What color hood?
All the whole coat was black.
Okay, and you don't know if it was you think it might have been a male?
I felt like it was male, but only because it was taller and thin.
So you saw two people talking. Were these two people this individual with the black coat, or is...
Yeah, the Nicole, who was the one I was...
Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay. Hey.
Thank you.
No, you're okay. You've got some blood on your hand. Don't...
She's a hero.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Oh, she's a hero.
You're okay.
Just stay away from the
You're alright. I just don't want you to touch your eyes or anything like that, okay? You're gonna be okay.
Sorry, I haven't had a chance to process it.
It's okay.
vehicle plate on the pain.
So these two individuals were talking. And it wasn't the person that was wearing the black hoodie and the person that was shot. They were talking. And then you heard bang bang.
And I heard bang, bang.
Okay.
And I beat my horn several times because I worried she just stumbled a little bit. And she was holding on her neck and stumbled and walked away, and I worried about her.
Yep.
And I pulled through because I'm going down to University here, but I pulled through and I said, come here, come in my car.
Yep.
And she got in my car and she was bleeding all over, and I put my jacket on her to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
And we called 911
Where was the bang bang? Where did you see that?
right here, right by that white bucket there.
The bang bang was right
Maybe.
there. You're okay.
Sorry.
So were you across the street when you heard this?
Yeah, I was
And
at the
they were
intersection
talking-
over there. They were
This might be our scene right here.
right here.
This right here.
I see the bullets or everything.
My friend Nikki and I both have kids here at the supervised visit center.
Okay.
So whoever
Okay.
did that knows she was coming to pick up her kid at 7:30.
Okay.
Very soon. Because we get out of our car and go in and pick them up at 7:30. I was just going and she was ahead of me. And I was still in the car and I could see from the window the hoodie, the black hoodie, and someone going shooting. Like I heard shots and I just docked to my car.
Towards where was
I think
she?
they were like, she was
Right over here?
right here.
Okay. Okay. Tell you what, where's your vehicle?
Right there.
Right over there. Why don't you go over there? I'm seeing just some evidence right now. I don't want to touch any of
Okay.
this. I will be with you just a second.
That's her car, so she walked.
Which vehicle?
The red one is hers.
The red one is hers?
She
Okay.
got out, and when I looked from, I'll tell you right now.
Okay. So she was walking from her
So
vehicle.
she went from her vehicle to like where he just walked to go
Right
to
over
her
there?
because we go to
Okay.
that front door
Okay.
of the building. And I was looking from my car, like, oh, I'll go with Nikki. And all of a sudden I looked up and I saw the hoodie.
No, espérate. Mi nightbot timed you out. Wait, sorry. Yo, I gotta take this nightbot thing off. It's wilding right now. It's wilding. Deleting message and stuff. Sorry. No, 'cause I'm so sorry. ¿Cómo estás?
Okay.
In shots.
Did you see anything other than
I literally ducked because I was
just a
scared.
guy with a dark hoodie?
I couldn't see if it was a guy or girl, but a dark hoodie. With
Okay. Dark colored hoodie. And how many shots did you hear?
I for sure heard two, maybe three.
Okay, 2, maybe 3 shots.
Like I just
Okay.
thought maybe because they were running. I thought they would run this way, so I just got in the car.
Tell you what, why don't you go ahead and sit in your vehicle for now?
Hi. Are you Timothy, sir? Yes. Okay.
Tim Amaker, Nicole's ex-boyfriend and the father of her son, was at the Family Wise Center when everything happened, finishing his visit with their son.
Right now, I'm going to ask you if I can search you for weapons real quick, okay?
For weapons?
Yep. If you just put your hands up, thank you, sir.
Why would I have weapons here?
What's in this pocket, sir?
Wallet?
Okay.
You want to pull it out so you can see it?
No, just keep your hands up for me first. Thank you. Okay. So, your ex-partner was involved in a shooting. Right outside here.
A shooting?
Yes, a shooting. So right now, we're going to ask you if you could come with us and speak with someone with the department downtown.
No, because I don't. I've been threatened by Minneapolis police. I've been told by. I've been told that I was going to get stay out of Minneapolis or I would catch one. I've been threatened multiple times. I have a recording from Sergeant Amy Walker that she said it didn't ever happen. So I mean, if somebody from St. Paul wants to come and talk to me, but I don't feel comfortable. I've been threatened by not.
No, that sounds too sus to me.
Say that you guys, but I've been threatened by multiple Minneapolis police officers, and I've been in here. I mean, I don't know what this has to do with.
But why? Why are they threatening him?
To me, that's just what I was gonna say. I've never met you before. It would be me and my partner right there that took you down and be interviewed. Our body cameras are gonna be on the entire time. You can keep your cell phone.
So Sergeant Amy Walker said the interview never happened, and I have the recording of it. So already, huh?
Hang on to that. You have the recording.
Oh, I do. I have it, but then I went to internal affairs twice.
Yeah.
So for my ex and her co-workers to say that I'm gonna be okay going somewhere when I haven't even done anything.
Right. I completely understand your concern, but here, our body cameras gonna be on. This could be my partner and myself.
Yeah.
In our squad, we hit our record button on our squad. You'll be 100% fine. Yeah.
I've been told that before. You don't even understand the situation that I've been in or what's happened in Minneapolis. Like I said, I've been pulled over and threatened by your fellow officers. I've been threatened before I went into court to testify about her striking me down with her car by an officer.
Timothy,
I want nothing to do with
I can guarantee you that's not going to happen tonight.
And I've been told a lot of things here too. Like for example, Sergeant Amy Walker said that she was going to do something.
Yeah.
And instead it turned into, hey, so.
So you don't want to see? We're trying to.
That don't make sense.
Sarge talk to you, but there was a shooting that happened down here.
Which that has nothing to do with me.
Right. That's why we want to get you interviewed, get you out of here, get you on your way.
Me right here.
We can't without detectives.
Yeah, it's up to the detectives to do that.
Well, if they want to call me up, whatever, but I've been here the whole time. I don't know what happened out there. I'm not.
Do you have your ID?
You said there was a shooting. I didn't even hear gunshots.
And the phone number?
Do you guys want to hear the recording? I still have it on.
From Amy?
Yep.
I don't. That's not for us to.
So that's what I mean. Like you gotta think about it. I've been threatened by other people that have been involved with my ex, whether it be physically or whatever. I've been, Amy Walker said conversation never even happened.
Yeah.
Which happened. I mean, I've been threatened more than once by Minneapolis police officers. So I mean, I want nothing to do with it.
When was that? Did that happen? Like years ago? A long time ago?
If you could please willingly go with us.
He said that they could come right down.
That's not going to be an option. I'm sorry that was provided to you, but I'm letting you know right now that, and I'm asking, would you be willing to go down there? Otherwise, we're going to have to take you in cuffs.
I didn't do anything though.
I understand that, but you're still here. This is where it happened. We just need to talk with you.
So would you put everybody here in cuffs?
Sir?
That doesn't make sense.
I'm asking you politely. Would you be willing to go, or do we have to do it in handcuffs?
Tim, like I said, my partner and I
That's because he's a suspect. The only reason they would put him in handcuffs, right?
would take you down there. Everything's going to be rolling on camera. Everything will be fine.
I've been threatened by police so many times because you guys are her friends, man. You guys are her coworkers. And I've been sitting here the whole time. That's so unfair. This is completely unjust.
Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is put your hands behind your back, please.
Can I drive? Can I follow you guys? No. In between two squad cars?
No, sir. So can we please do this now?
Sure.
Okay. Step on out.
Can I?
Sir, please.
This is a big deal as far as I know. I'm sure you know too.
but I know probably less than you.
Well, I was just told that she got shot in the neck, so I don't know. I mean, they said she's okay, so that's good.
Okay. You know more than I do.
Oh, he's there to pick up the child. Okay, that the cops got him. Okay, bet.
Are there any other vehicles on file, or is this it?
This is mine.
It's your only car?
What do you mean?
This is your only car?
No, I have a Dodge Challenger too.
Okay.
It's under a tarp though.
Gotcha.
I can't drive it, otherwise it's gonna get potholes and chip up the rims and do all that.
Tim. Sorry we met under the circumstance, all right?
I just wish the same enthusiasm that you guys are using for one of your own, that you guys would use for a little black 5-year-old that's been getting molested.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm just saying I wish the same enthusiasm was used for that little boy that you guys are using right now. Like, I have no idea what happened or anything, and then I don't like the way, to be honest with you, I don't like the way I was lied to tonight. I mean, I'm glad, that you guys turned out to be honest. I'm glad that the guy gave me back my phone, but I literally sat down with him in front of him saying, see, dude, I got nothing to hide, but I can't leave this here. I just wish the same enthusiasm would be used for my son.
Understand. Tim, have a good night.
Despite their efforts, investigators were struggling to find any leads on Tim. The next day, Nikki woke up. Unable to speak, she communicated with investigators by writing. She was clear. She believed her ex-boyfriend, Tim Amaker, was behind the attack. Nikki was convinced that Tim had orchestrated the shooting. Though she couldn't say who the shooter was, she strongly believed that the attacker had been a woman, not a man. Despite the lack of physical evidence tying Tim to the crime, she had no doubt he was involved. With this new information, police brought Tim in for a second interview.
But there are some details in there that we kind of wanted to go through a little bit more.
Absolutely. Is there a reason why you guys just couldn't call me in and say versus?
Well, there's some information.
I got 2 dogs that are. We can
get into that.
Okay.
And I'm sure you might have a very good explanation for any and all of it.
Any and all of what?
Well,
we'll get into that.
But because you have been brought in custody, you do have certain rights. Okay. I'm sure you're aware of them. But, you have the right to remain silent.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in court.
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to and during questioning if you so desire.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't afford an attorney, won't be appointed for you without cost.
Okay.
You understand all those, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we kind of want to get into is there's some details that have come out in this investigation, and they kind of link to you.
Well, of course, I'm going to be the first guy you guys look at.
Well, yes, you do have a motive.
I don't have any motive.
Well, there's the custody thing, right?
No, custody thing's over with.
It's all over with?
All that's over with.
Okay. Isn't it true that she has custody?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you wanted custody, wouldn't that be a motive?
Motive for what?
If she's not around, now you have custody of the child, correct?
No, her parents would get custody.
Is that the way it was in the courts?
I believe so. Isn't that what happens?
No, because you're the biological father.
Yeah, you could take that to court. I don't know. You could fight it. I have no money to fight.
Okay.
So
I guess what we want to do is...
My motive is... My direction hasn't changed, and I can show you guys emails right now, is to...
He said my motive. Y'all heard that?
To fight.
Okay. So I guess what we want to do is...
My motive is... My direction hasn't changed, and I can show you guys emails right now, is to show... I've talked to press, just like I'll be talking to them about what happened to me this morning, but I've been talking to the press, I've been talking to other outside entities, BLM and other ones, about what her and that referee have done to me, and what have done to my son.
Okay.
So, and we're aware. Bringing something to light is way better than any violence will ever do anybody. Okay. And I'm trying to bring the situation to light.
All right. Well, then you'll appreciate what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because then you might have some information regarding it.
I do. If you guys talk to Sergeant Amy Walker, once again, I have multiple times told her that Nicole has admitted, and I gave her that evidence, so Sergeant Amy Walker has it, of Nicole tampering with evidence before a long time ago, I said, this is going to go this way. I said, she's already having people spray paint her house, people following her. I had two, when she was dating a couple of guys in MPD. One of the guy's current girlfriends, two of them came to my studio to look for her. She talked to one of them. The other one she has a recording of. And I told Sergeant Amy Walker that, plus I gave her the evidence of Nicole admitting that she's tampered with evidence.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah,
But let's go, we're going to give you some information here, and maybe that might help shed some light to you.
Okay.
All right? So, one of the things that kind of concerned us is that night when you talked to Sergeant Benner.
Mm-hmm. Which one is Sergeant Benner?
Sergeant Benner would have been at the scene, a black.
He's the guy that just
walked up.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you talked to Sergeant Benner, he asked you what type of vehicles you owned.
He didn't let me finish. He just asked me and walked away. So I started talking about a Hellcat, and then that was pretty much it. He didn't let me finish. I have 2 motorcycles. I have a truck that I don't really consider mine. It's on lease.
Okay.
And then I have a Jeep that's in the shop right now.
The Jeep that you had at the scene that night.
The nigga got 4 vehicles, 2 motorcycles, 2 cars. But he said, I don't got no money. When he was saying, I don't got no money to go to court and fight for custody of my daughter if something were to happen to my daughter's mom. Yo, this nigga's... Nah, he did it.
Yeah, correct shop, yeah.
Okay, so that truck is the one that is kind of interest to us.
Okay.
Because we can put that...
take it and look at it, look through it.
No, but the reason is because that truck, we can put that at the scene, and we can put that as the shooter's vehicle.
There's no way.
Oh, yes.
There's videos.
Of the truck?
Oh, yes.
And the suspect.
So let me kind of explain this to you here. So basically...
Chat, my question is, when these niggas do these dumbass crimes, do they not think there's cameras, nigga? Fuck.
I don't know if you're familiar. This is kind of the technology thing is kind of over my head, but your truck, this is your truck here, right? And this is your name.
This is when we ran you in DVS.
Right?
I don't know if that's the VIN number, but we'll just say hypothetically yes.
Okay. So this is what DVS says that your truck is. Mm-hmm. VIN number.
Yep.
And then you currently have a temporary plate on it.
Yep. Right.
Okay. So that's a temporary plate number. Okay. So provided this is all right.
I have new plates coming in, so those ones are...
But provided all this is correct.
This one I don't have.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, but you do have this black truck.
I have a black truck, correct.
And that's the one you were just stopped in, correct? Yes. What happened with that is, we did it in an administrative subpoena, and you can see that the numbers are the same as far as the VIN number. So what happens with the administrative subpoena is, they went in and they basically gave that particular number. Mm-hmm. And there's this thing called an IMSI, okay? That number is IMSI is associated to that truck.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of like a phone, has a little deal on it to set it. So that number there comes from that, okay? We then in turn did a search warrant, and you can see that the numbers correspond. And so the search warrant is done for that number, the IMSI. Okay. What that does is it gives us a running location of the vehicle. Okay. So
basically a tracker.
No, I understand. That's how they find me.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I understand how that works.
So
He
that's
said,
what
oh,
we
shit,
did.
they got me.
Now.
He said, oh shit, they got me.
Okay. So
basically a tracker.
No, I understand. That's how they find me.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I understand how that works.
Bro don't got no hair. What is he scratching? His thoughts?
Well, that's what we did.
Okay.
Now, we did that because of the fact that at the scene, we had, so this is a picture right here.
That's not my truck.
The truck coming up there.
That's not my truck. That giveaway right here, I have Superman logos.
Okay. Well,
where'd you get those?
Got them a while ago, a long time ago.
I mean, from Amazon, or where'd you get them?
I'd have to look.
And when did you put those super logos?
Those were on, I don't know. I could try and locate an exact date for you guys if you guys want.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Roughly.
I don't know.
A month? A day? A week?
I want to say maybe to this event, maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks before?
I think, don't quote me, because I don't want to get all whatever over on logo. But I don't think this is, also my truck has a GT right here too.
No, these Superman, are they magnets or what is it?
So no, they're stick-ons, but the GT comes factory, right? So the GT, so I don't, once again, there's no GT here, there's no logo here. So is there any way for that to be faked?
No.
Are you sure?
The pictures?
No, the
IMS.
The IMS.
No.
Okay. Because I don't see a GT, and the GT comes on from the factory.
Okay. Let me ask you this. When did you actually pick up the truck? Not when you got the lease going, but when did you actually physically take possession of that truck?
The truck was actually delivered at my, delivered to me.
But when?
I would have to look at that too. I don't know.
Approximately.
Delivered to me, yo. This nigga got money. I already lying.
Jeez.
Because you got it down in Shakopee, correct? They're the ones that delivered it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd have to look to see the exact. I mean, but that's easy for us to figure out too.
Well, we've got some
I don't want to get.
information,
I know, but I don't want to get.
But I mean, did you get it a month ago? Did you get it a week ago?
No,
did you get it 6 months ago?
I've had it maybe 6 months ago. I don't know. You guys should have all that exact information.
Okay.
Well,
I wouldn't doubt any of that information.
And
all I'm saying is there a way to fake that, because there's no way that truck could be there if I'm there with my Jeep.
Well, that's another question. Who else has access to the truck?
Colleen has access to it.
Is she the only one?
To my knowledge, I mean, I don't know if somebody
That's a female.
steal the keys. I mean, like, for example, the reason why I went down to change the plate is because somebody stole my front plate off, and they stole the back frame off.
What do you mean by you went down to change the plate?
So they stole so originally, if you guys look up that truck, it has old temporary plates on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the old temporary plates were stolen off the truck.
And what was that?
I couldn't even tell you what that plate is. I can tell you what all my custom plates are because they're custom.
Okay.
But I can't tell you what all the other ones are.
So someone stole the plate off there.
So I just went down to the DMV and they said it's been happening a lot.
Okay.
So.
And when did that happen? Was that?
Oh, it's nothing for me to be concerned about because it's just, I mean.
I feel like they're asking him this because they want to see when he changed the plates and when the murder happened, to see if he did all that already, like premeditated action, like he was planning all this.
It doesn't really matter anyways.
You didn't report it?
No, it's a temporary little deal.
But when did that happen, I guess, in relationship to the shooting?
I don't even know. Like weeks ago.
Weeks before the shooting?
Weeks ago. Like weeks upon weeks ago.
Okay, and when did you get the replacement?
A day or 2 days before that.
Before the shooting?
Yeah.
And you put the replacement on?
Yeah.
So
you hear what the cops are asking him? Oh my God. He's incriminating himself.
You had the replacement on it?
Yes.
The replacement?
A day or 2 days before that.
Before the shooting?
Yeah.
And you put the replacement on?
Yeah.
So you had the replacement on it?
Yes. On the back.
Did you ever take them back off again for any reason?
No. There's two spikes on, so the spikes are hard to even screw on. And
just on the rear, correct?
Yes. Yeah. You only did one time.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you did that at? Was that at home or
the dojo?
No, it was at the studio.
At the studio?
Yeah. Because I went to City Hall, and from City Hall I just...
So you're thinking sometime in March, if we're going off of when the...
For what?
When this happened, as far as you getting the new ones to replace the...
No. It was a day or two before that. I went into City Hall.
Okay, this happened on the 20th.
So it'll be on the 19th or a Monday or... There's a receipt from City Hall, too. I mean, so I can pinpoint that exact... I can get you guys... I don't want to be... So, in family court, if I was an hour off... Oh, see, you're lying. I'm like, I'm freaking an hour off. Okay. So I don't want to be caught up on an hour or two or some days that I can go back and get you guys the exact day, the exact time. I'd rather... If that makes sense.
Yeah. So let's go back to who has access to the truck.
Yes.
So Colleen, for sure.
Has access.
Does she have her own keys? Her own set?
There's two sets. One set is busted.
What do you mean? Like the fob or what?
Yeah, the fob is busted.
So
when the dogs got at it.
Okay. But does that mean it can't be started without the fob?
I have no idea.
Because my car has a fob, it also has a key.
Those don't have.
That's what I mean. I don't know about your truck.
I don't know.
Because what is your truck?
It's a Dodge.
2022.
According to that. Yes. 22, 23, I don't know.
All right.
So does it have like the push button thing? Is that the,
Yes.
where it starts? Okay.
So I just keep
So you
the
just
fob
have to
on.
have the fob and you push the
Yeah.
button. Okay? So I guess just so you understand how we get to the fact that your vehicle is involved in this is because we were able to capture video from basic 350 feet from your house all the way to the shooting scene. And that also tracks with the IMSI.
Okay.
So if you look at this here, you live up here in
So is there a way that
Cleveland, right?
somebody could have taken the vehicle?
Right, well, you live there, right?
Yep.
Let's go through this first.
So basically, we got a video camera that shows it.
I don't deny any of this.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how it's possible,
And
but...
that's,
Well, we can think of
that's the route it
possible.
went,
Mhm.
okay?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm showing you this because I know you have a distrust of the police, but there's a picture of the truck,
Okay.
okay? Here's another picture of the truck.
Yeah, these are all cameras, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you can see that we're tracking, that it was tracked.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay? So again, well, and
Can I see those real quick?
sure. So not only can we track it to that location, but we can track it back to that exact location from the house.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay? And the IMSI,
How come I'm not seeing GT or the logo or anything?
well, as far as the GT,
The GT's factory, comes out from the factory.
Right, but as
So
far as
let's
the-
say we can argue and say, oh, the Superman things were stuck on
I'm about to say, he probably took that shit off, Chad.
there quick, right? I still don't see the GT.
okay, well, the thing about video and moving vehicles is it's harder to see things that are not. Is this GT in a different color? Is it like white?
No, but you can see it from a mile away. I mean, it's yeah, so I don't know.
All right, so basically from the IMSI, there are.
That's
fine,
that's fine.
And here's what you have to understand.
That's fine.
There are no other trucks on that video,
Okay.
that match that.
Can I
This
see
is
that?
the only truck. Okay?
Yeah.
So that leaves us with, I guess, basically,
This isn't my truck. There's another big giveaway. I don't see any box. The box is like really, can I see the other ones?
yeah, I know what you're saying. I've seen, we got pictures.
I've seen different ones that, okay. So it does have the box on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So again, what I'm telling you is, the IMSI, this is the truck.
Okay.
There's no doubt it's the truck.
So is there any way that, I don't know.
So what we're kind of trying to figure out here then is how is that possible? You know, like you're saying that this has something to do with Jamal Clark's
I think
stuff. Well, why
you
is
gotta talk to
that?
Sergeant Amy Walker about all that stuff.
Okay.
I gave the information and I walked away with it. Like I said, there's recordings of her admitting that she tampered with evidence. I
Okay.
don't know why nobody really cares about that. I don't know if that's because that's an inside deal. Do you guys work for the Minneapolis Police?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, so this conversation is probably, I mean, I already have,
Okay.
I mean, I already have
Let me ask
admitted
you, do you have something to do with Jamal Clark?
that. No, I have nothing to do with them.
Okay.
But I mean, if something
So
were to happen to her,
you don't know anybody who would have access to your truck that has
So,
anything to do with that Jamal Clark?
it'd be perfect for somebody to try and set me up. I mean, it'd be too perfect for somebody to try and set me up.
So you think this is a setup?
I don't know what it is, but I know that I was under lock and key the whole time with my son.
Yeah, we
Yes,
know where
so
you're
I don't get.
So you're in
So-
family-wise.
So let me ask you this, is there any reason why Colleen would want to shoot Nicole?
Oh, hell no. She wouldn't hurt anybody's freaking baby's head. I mean, plus the timeline wouldn't even really match for her to do anything anyway, because she works, she teaches.
Okay? Well, that's where the problem comes as well.
Okay.
Because we also got warrants on your phone
Say
and
no
her
more,
phone.
Kerry.
That's fine.
Bet.
So we can track your locations
Yep.
and her locations,
Okay.
okay? Now, did you use that truck earlier in that day? For example, around 12:09, Larpenter and Snelling, were you around that area?
I don't know if I had the Jeep or the truck. So on,
where'd you go?
So on those days, because the dogs, I transport the dogs in the truck, right? But I mainly use the Jeep whenever I can. So on those days, I always, because she has to I take the little puppy with me, and then she usually take the big dog with her. So it's easier I can manage both dogs, but she doesn't feel comfortable managing both dogs. So I'll take the little puppy with me, take her out, kennel her, go to Family Wise, and then get back and I'll kennel her. Sometimes Colleen is there. When I get back, sometimes she's not, sometimes grocery shopping. But she teaches class at the Taekwondo facility, which I have cameras at the Taekwondo facility. If you guys want to use them, you guys can have access to them. So,
let me continue here though with, so.
What that got to do with the case?
Just to, I guess, refresh your memory, your phone was in the area of 12th, or
I went down
in the
there.
area
I went down it. I have
Larpenter and Snelling.
So like
at around 12:09.
Yep. I went down it.
And at that point in time, we also have that truck at that location.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I mean,
so you wouldn't contend that you weren't there and weren't driving the truck at that time?
I would not contend that at all. I mean, at Lexington Labrador, I think that's when I dropped off a pair of jeans at the Golden Tailor.
The Golden Tailor? Okay, so you dropped a pair of jeans out there. Where's the Golden Tailor?
Lexington or Larpenter, whatever.
Larpenter and Snelling, that area?
Yeah, so there goes liquor store, Golden Tailor.
How about the vet?
Did you stop at the vet?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yep. So I went to the vet because Nova, she had her, what's it called? What's it called? So she had a shot.
Okay.
How about that? Okay. A shot.
Okay, so let me tell you this as well. Mm-hmm. We have pictures from that location in which there is no Superman logo.
There should be.
And
there's no PT either?
There's no plate. It looks just like these pictures.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay.
You guys can go
so now, that's basically, 7.5 hours before she gets shot?
Like I said, you guys can call City Hall. I mean, I put that sucker right on.
So that's why we asked you earlier.
So is it possible that Colleen took the plate off? You think the plate was on there at that time?
I don't think she would take the
Okay.
plate off. Well, I don't go out. All right, so let's say this. I don't go out and check my plates every single time. Like, I didn't even know the plate was missing, the other one, until somebody told me.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't.
So it could have been missing and you wouldn't have known it?
Correct. I mean, it's not like they're actual real plates, so I don't really care about them. I'm waiting for my real plates to come in.
Let me ask you about your relationship with Colleen. So how long have you known her?
I've known her for quite some time. Oh, I mean, years.
Well, let me go a little further. Is there a reason then that Colleen maybe was trying to protect your son? Because let's finish this here, okay?
Yeah.
So the phone records put you basically going back to your business.
Okay.
And I believe it was roughly between like 2:30 and 4. You're at your business. Okay. Colleen comes over to the business around 3.
Okay.
Now, at that point in time, when you went to the business, the truck also goes to the business.
Okay.
And the truck stays there.
Yeah.
Now, you leave.
Nah, chat. This nigga thought he was a genius doing all this shit.
Okay.
Now, at that point in time, when you went to the business, the truck also goes to the business.
Okay.
And the truck stays there.
Yeah.
Now, you leave, and I think it was roughly around 4-ish.
Okay.
And you end up going to your house.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at your house from, I don't remember exact numbers, but maybe 4:30 to 5:10.
Mm-hmm.
At which point in time, you and your phone then heads over to Family Wise.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
You'd agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, and you were driving, not the truck at that point in time.
I never drove the truck over there.
Okay, so you're driving the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you never drive the truck over there? Is there a reason?
Yeah, so that the big dog can go with the Colleen, because the big dog doesn't really fit.
Okay, so it's a thing's the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the truck leaves there at the fitness place at roughly 6:55.
And it could leave at 9. I mean,
and so
starts at 7. Yep.
So does Colleen's phone.
Okay.
So her and the truck go from there to your house.
Okay.
And then at that point in time, the truck goes from your house over to the shooting.
Well, what about Colleen's phone?
Her phone stayed at home.
Okay, she was at home.
Her phone was at home.
But your truck wasn't.
But her truck wasn't. So basically what we have is we have her at the truck.
I can show you video footage of her being at the house. I have cameras all over my house.
Her truck wasn't. So basically what we have is we have her at the truck.
I can show you video footage of her being at the house. I have cameras all over my house. Okay. Well, you guys want to see those?
We pulled it already.
Okay.
We got it.
We're searching your house and the business currently. So, but we're just trying to get from you, how does this make sense? Because your truck, there's no doubt your truck's involved in this.
Okay.
Okay? There's no doubt Colleen's driving your truck from the business to your house, and then somehow your truck leaves the house almost immediately after getting to the house and goes to do the shooting.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what you want me to say. I would say
you're educated, man. You're smart.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
I would say I don't want to guess on anything for the simple fact if I were to guess on a lot of stuff, I would guess some things with I wouldn't guess on this.
Who do you think took your truck from your house?
I don't know.
And went to shoot Nicole?
I have no idea.
Who would have a reason to do that?
And also, he's too calm. Like, he sounds like he don't give a fuck about her ass.
Who lives at your house?
Yeah, no one at my house would have a reason to do that. She works for you guys. That's the
Timothy, here's the deal.
That works for
Timothy, it's not a robbery. It's not a carjacking. I mean, we have the incident it's on video. It's a female.
And here's what we're really worried about, and we need you to explain that it's not the case, is that somehow you conspired with Colleen to do this so that you'd have a rock-solid alibi.
No.
Think about it. You got a perfect alibi.
I'm okay with it. You guys can show my truck, and I'm willing to cooperate and do what you guys want. But I'm not going to draw.
What do you think about this?
I think it's a situation.
How can you?
I would have never thought in a million years that my truck would be at the scene.
And who do you think is driving?
Because he didn't think about all that shit. He didn't think about the IMSI. And all that tracking shit, cameras.
Driving your truck.
I have no situation.
How can you?
I would have never thought in a million years that my truck would be at the scene.
And who do you think is driving your truck?
I have no idea.
How do you think your truck got to there?
I have no idea.
You as an educated man, you have no idea.
As an educated man, I'm not going to draw a conclusion to something that Colleen is not capable of, in my eyes.
Your truck's there. It's a female suspect.
You guys can
This is a straight-up execution attempt. There's no robbery. There's no carjacking. So who, like Sergeant Jensen said, who logically would want to pull this off?
Right, and put the truck back. Like, they did the shooting in the truck and put the truck back in his house.
You guys would have to talk to Nicole and literally sit her down.
No, we're not. Now, Nicole already has given us some her insight.
That's fine.
But who's in the other room? Colleen.
Okay. She doesn't have it in her system to do that, man. She really doesn't.
Well, she had your truck.
I don't think she has.
Did you see how this looks though?
I can see how I can see how it makes it look. Absolutely. And I don't think that was my truck.
Well, we told you how the data.
Yeah, I don't
says your truck. Let's go back. Let's try this.
And even
if it is so, all right. So let's say that the numbers. Let's say the numbers don't lie, right? Let's say the numbers don't lie.
And the phone data doesn't lie.
Yeah, correct. But then the phone keeps. You said the phone number left the house, which there is evidence of her.
But
there's evidence of her phone being there.
Yeah. No,
well, her. Yeah.
So here's the thing.
I have cameras on my house that should show her in the house.
Your phone's at right now.
Yeah.
Where?
You guys have it.
Okay. So if you leave and we take you somewhere else, does that mean you didn't go somewhere else?
Well,
huh? Okay.
Wait, what?
So here's the thing.
I have cameras on my house that should show her in the house.
You know where your phone's at right now?
Do you know where your phone data?
Yeah.
Where?
You guys have it.
Okay. So if you leave and we take you somewhere else, does that mean you didn't go somewhere else?
Well,
huh? Okay. So just because your phone stayed here.
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Or if somebody found this
think
out.
about this. why would somebody just leave their phone at home and drive off in a truck?
I really don't.
And try to commit murder.
I don't think that.
Can I ask you about your guns?
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like you have several, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many?
I don't know.
Come on, man, really?
Damn, the nigga's a gun owner, and you don't know how many guns you have?
I really don't know. Let's see here. I have 5.56, 223, which is basically the same caliber, a 307. Oh wait, that's not even caliber. I have a lot.
Handguns?
I have handguns too. Yep, 9. I have a 9, 357, 45, 22. Checking my gun knowledge now. 357. 9, 45.
You said a 22.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have the 22 anymore, though. I don't think I have the 22 anymore.
Okay.
There's a couple of them I don't have.
Wait, what?
45.
You said a 22.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have the 22 anymore, though. I don't think I have the 22 anymore.
Okay.
There's a couple of them I don't have.
Yeah,
You know, clean on guns?
I was going to say, did you take her to the range to shoot?
No. I've never taken her to range, but yeah, she didn't like the whole experience with the class, from what I recall.
When was the last time you went to the range?
Oh, geez, man, it's been forever. Because I can't carry my guns on me, so I just store them at my house for now.
All right, I noticed you didn't mention a 380 in there. Do you know if you have...
There's 2 380s.
Two
I don't
380s?
own either one of them anymore.
You got rid of them?
Yep.
What kind of 380s?
One was a Ruger, and then one was a SIG.
Damn.
The Ruger was, geez, over, oh my God. If you guys can go back and check it, it was like basically a couple months after I bought it. And then
when you bought it?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
I mean, years ago?
Years ago. We're
Okay.
talking.
Now, who do you usually buy your guns from or through?
2 places, Al's gun store, and
Where's that one?
Al's, he's like the oldest gun store, one of the oldest gun stores in Minnesota. He's right down the street from my studio.
Okay, so White Bear?
No, it's not technically White Bear. It's not technically Vadnais Heights. There's like a little thing in between them.
Okay.
And then the SIG, Nicole had, I gave to her like 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. So she had a shotgun when she first.
So, question: are they like army vets or something? Like, what the fuck? Why you got so many guns?
Came to me talking about when she tampered with evidence. That's when she changed her name. Oh, she had a shotgun when she first came to me talking about when she tampered with evidence. That's when she changed her name on social media. She shut down a bunch of her accounts. You guys were doing extra rounds per house. She did her conceal and carry around the same time. I gave her the SIG. And then I brought a shotgun over to her house as well, too. So the shotgun I do have underneath my bed, because I got that back, but yeah. So she has that one. Steve has the Ruger. What about that one?
And what about the second 380? Did you say when you got rid of that? No, but you said you got rid of them both, correct?
Correct.
So when did you, the second one, I don't think you mentioned when.
Yeah, Steve had the first one. That's like a couple months after I bought it. And then Nicole had the other one that I gave to her as a present.
Okay.
And she never gave it back?
Mm-mm.
So you're saying Colleen does not carry right now?
No. No.
And you don't know her to have it?
But no, she doesn't have a gun.
But would she have access to your guns in the house?
No, she doesn't even know where my guns are.
Where are they?
One is underneath my bed.
But the rest?
All hidden. I'll bring you to them right now if you want to see them.
Well, they're out there right now. We just don't.
I don't want my house being all torn apart, man.
Well,
that's why
we if you tell us, then they wouldn't have to tear it apart to find them. I mean, they hidden that well?
No, I don't think so. I think they'll end up finding them. I mean, so my house is going to be torn apart right now?
Well, there's going to search warrant.
Okay.
Again, the evidence looks like that this is some kind of conspiracy.
3 hours before the attack, Tim Amaker met his girlfriend, Colleen Larson. They swapped vehicles. Tim took the Jeep to Family-Wise for his visit, while Colleen drove the black Dodge Ram. After the shooting, Colleen returned the truck to their home in St. Paul, following a similar route. Surveillance footage along the way captured a female driver, matching Colleen's build, behind the wheel of the truck. An FBI agent traced their movements using cell phone data and the truck's Wi-Fi. With ironclad evidence quickly mounting against him, investigators now just need to find a way to convince Tim to tell the truth. With Colleen being questioned just doors away, Tim is quickly becoming more combative in his conversations with police.
Nah, but his story so far, his alibi was good, but it started crumbling.
Okay, so do you think she could be capable of doing something like this to Nicole in order to help you out or advance your relationship? Or?
No. All right, so you had nothing to do with conspiring or telling Colleen to commit this crime?
No.
So her committing this crime would be completely on her own?
If she did what he's saying is you didn't plan this out together?
I know. There's nothing that me and her have done to go against Nicole. I mean, Nicole has made my life. I feel like you guys had a buddy-buddy talk with her, to be honest, if I'm going to be honest, and now you guys are bringing me to the ringer for something that I had nothing to freaking do with.
Nicole is a problem for you?
No, she's not a problem for me, per se. I feel like she's a problem for my son, and I feel like she's a problem
Well, wouldn't that be a problem for you then?
No,
So if she were out of the picture,
that wouldn't do it wouldn't do any good to anybody. It wouldn't do any good. It would do no good. Zero. Zilch. I mean, what good am I going to do? Okay, so we all know technology today. Like, I'm not even surprised at any of this, right? So, technology today, you guys are going to find who fucking did this, period. What good would I do?
We did find who did it.
Okay.
She's in that other room right over there.
No, there's no way she did it, man.
Oh, she did
I don't think so. There's no way. She doesn't have a fucking bone in her body.
You explain to me then.
Well, I mean, how many people can print off keys? I don't know. I mean, I literally, guys.
So you think somebody printed off keys to go kill Nicole? That's what you want us to believe.
I don't know what.
And brought the truck back.
And brought the truck back.
Okay, so
you have cameras.
All I'm telling you is I don't think she has it in her bones to do anything like that.
Okay, and you had nothing to do with any explanation or telling her, let's go do this?
No.
I want to do it on this particular day and time so that I got an alibi?
No.
Nobody will ever suspect you?
No.
So if she tells us something different, you're basically saying she's lying. No, you didn't answer my question. Are you going to say that she's lying then?
I don't think she's going to say that, man. So
that wasn't the question.
That's not going to come out. I don't think that conversation, it's not going to happen. I mean, no.
Okay.
Wait, what was
She
the
didn't do
question,
this.
chat?
You?
No.
The day and time so that I got an alibi?
No.
Nobody will ever suspect you?
No.
So if she tells us something different, you're basically saying she's lying. No, you didn't answer my question. Are you going to say that she's lying then?
I don't think she's going to say that, man. So
that wasn't the question.
That's not going to come out. I don't think that conversation, it's not going to happen. I mean, no.
Okay.
She didn't do this. I know I had nothing.
And she's not going to say that you put her up to it.
There's no way, man. Like I said, I would have lawyered up by now. I would have never cooperated in the beginning. I wouldn't be cooperating now. Let's be honest here. You guys have each other's backs. I mean, I have people that are in law enforcement that I know too, and I've heard stories. You guys have each other's back, plain and simple. You guys are a family. You guys do your thing. Just like within my own community, we're a family. We have our own things. So,
and let me tell you this here.
What that got to do with
this?
Why would I have somebody put me over?
We have each other's back as long as it's a lawful thing.
Just because you have a badge on doesn't mean you're a criminal with a badge. Okay, there's good people and bad people. Like right now, I think from the vibe I'm getting with you guys are fine. You guys are good, right? But there's most definitely good cops and bad cops, just like there's good judges, bad judges.
There's always bad apples, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. There's bad apples.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Can I be released?
Well, we're going to see what happens when we talk to police here.
Okay. Is there any way that I can make a couple phone calls to my clients and say, hey guys, I'm not going to be there for a while? Can I please do that?
Once we get done figuring out what's going on with Clean, we'll figure out what we're going to do. And then at that point in time.
So there can't be, so once again, I'm being cooperative. Can you guys give me a little bit of mutual respect back?
I think they're gonna kind of figure something's up when the police are out there searching your business.
Okay, they're gonna go home.
So they're gonna kind of figure something's up. You don't necessarily need to tell them right now. You'll be able to explain it to them later. But right now, we're gonna finish our process.
Okay. I know mine. I believe that you guys are treating me way differently because of who she is and whoever she's telling you that I am or whatever, man. And that's, I think that's
you can have your opinion, man.
I'm sorry you feel.
Well, there's a lot of opinions being thrown back and forth, right?
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I can guarantee you that's not the case.
You need some water or anything?
I would like to make a couple phone calls.
Okay, that we can't do right now, but
I can't make a phone call.
You just have to sit loose for a second.
Because that I thought was part of my rights to making phone calls.
Once you get arrested and placed in prison or in jail, you haven't been put in jail yet.
you want some water?
No, can you guys just watch me make the phone call?
No, hang on.
Not right now. Hang on.
Bro's cooked, chat.
Of their home, uncovered.
Not right now. Hang on.
A raid of their home uncovered matching bullet casings from the crime scene. Colleen was arrested for attempted first-degree murder. The case against Tim remained weak until Colleen started talking. Under questioning by police, she confessed to driving the truck to shoot Nikki in Minneapolis before fleeing back to St. Paul. She testified that Tim had been the one to hatch the plan, and he'd said Nikki was continually abusing their son.
Your Honor, I stand before you with the utmost respect for the decision to come. I accept all the consequences for my actions. I understand and want to atone for what I have done. A simple apology cannot cover the long-term damages that I have caused.
Anything additional from you at this time?
No, Your Honor. I fear for anyone who stands in his way, as he has the unlimited capacity to cause chaos and destruction to those he deems as adversaries. I ask that the court protect not only me, my son, and my family, but all of the others that could suffer from his past and future fury.
Amaker on Monday expressing outrage at what he called a smear campaign and a trial of smoke and mirrors, charges the judge swiftly rejected.
If we made him look like a bad guy, he must be a bad guy.
I will note for the record that you've not taken any accountability for your actions. You've shown no remorse.
Tim Amaker was sentenced to 18 years in prison for attempted first-degree murder and aiding Colleen Larson. Larson later pleaded guilty and received 16 and a half years for her role in the crime. For an extended version of this video, along with uncensored raw bonus clips and access to premium content, please consider supporting Midwest Crime on Patreon from just $5 a month. Head to patreon.com/MidwestCrime.
W video chat, yo.